I represent 60 primarily rural counties in the western and central parts of Kansas. My district is home to more than 20,000 small businesses, and more than 80% of our employees in the district are employed by small businesses, which help drive the economy and define and help people to achieve the American dream. In the Big First, small businesses rely on the federal government to do more good than harm, on trade promotion programs, and on a reasonable regulatory environment to achieve the American dream. President Eisenhower, a Kansas hero, knew this full well when he established the Small Business Administration in the first place in 1953. Unfortunately, today small businesses are facing excessive regulatory burdens, rising inflation, and increasing uncertainty, which are things that I hear from businesses all over Kansas practically every day. Ensuring that small business owners remain competitive in the domestic international marketplace is a top priority for me. Administrator Guzman, as the Administrator, you're in a unique position to advocate for these concerns. The Office of U.S. Trade Representative generally relies on advice from other agencies, including SBA through the Trade Policy Staff Committee and the Trade Policy Review Group, to develop positions on international trade issues. However, this committee has raised concerns that decisions are being made with little or no input from SBA, and trade is incredibly important, not for all, but for a lot of our small businesses in Kansas and around the country. How are you working to ensure that USTR and your counterparts in the Biden administration consider small businesses when making decisions regarding international trade?
Thank you for that question. And I know, don't know if it's in your district, but Shield Ag was one of our legacy businesses who focuses on international trade, and we've helped them with the STEP grants. I would say that we will have a close working relationship within our Office of International Trade as well as the Office of Advocacy that both engage on international trade negotiations to try to give the small business voice with USTR. And so those relationships are longstanding and continue.
How often do you meet with Ambassador Tai, and do you have any concrete plans for continued future engagement with her?
I have regular engagement with all cabinet members, including Ambassador Tai, and we have had a couple of opportunities to travel around the country jointly, 2 locations where we had joint roundtables with small businesses to hear some of their concerns.
In SBA's budget request, you asked Congress to increase funding for SBA's international trade promotion and state trade promotion expansion programs. I'm interested in improving these programs with an eye towards how do we be as fiscally responsible as we can. So I'd ask the question, why should Congress increase funding for these programs when the Export Working Capital Program, the International Trade Loan Program, and Export Express Loan Programs have historically been duplicative and underutilized, with the total of only 245 loans being made in fiscal year 2023. What are some areas for improving these programs to better serve our small businesses and small business exports, and should they be expanded, and what's your thoughts on that?
Well, we continue to operate those within our 7A platform as a zero subsidy impact program. We, agree that we'd like to see those numbers expanded, and part of it is the cap, the limit, but there are other challenges that could be regulatory. We are currently looking at that and would look forward to partnering with your office to make sure that we have some good solutions moving forward to simplify access to working capital across all of our businesses. A lot of people use traditional 7A as well.
That's right. Well, I have no further questions, and thank you for being here this morning.